What up, people? What up?
What up, what up, what up, what up?
Welcome to the Beat 139. I'm Doc.
I'm Keith Cash.
It's the casino life. Life is a game, always bet on yourself.
Okay, man. We got a straight Queens guy coming today to represent, man, here on the Beat 139.
They know who get the money around here.
Talk to the people, man.
Ain't not much to it, you know. Like I said before, it's the casino life. If you don't know, now you know. Life is a game, always bet on yourself. They know my voice, man. They know what I do. They know what I do. I'm here to hang out with my boys. We here on the beat. What's up?
All right, Doc, man. Find out who the casino life is, man.
Nah, but start from the beginning. How was growing up and where you from?
I'm from Left Fork City, Queens. Growing up, humble beginnings. You know, mom's a school teacher, dad train operator. You know, I'm just trying to thread the needle and find my way. You know, started rapping since I was young, very young. Couldn't even turn on the radio without me knowing every word to every song that came on. And then as time went on, started developing my own passion for writing and whatnot. But I was talking about everything I wasn't doing, you know, at a young age. I'm probably like 11, 12 years old. I'm talking about out here like I'm actually having sex and selling drugs and killing. I'm copying what I see my favorite rappers do, you feel me? Especially when 50 came out, it was a rap for me. It was a rap, you know? But then when I got older, I found the power in being myself and, you know, started to find my own voice. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't even gotta compete with y'all in that fashion. I'm gonna sit here, work on these metaphors, these punchlines, my wittiness. You know, all my friends, they like to call me the comedian, so I'm gonna say the same crazy shit I would say with them as a joke. I'm gonna say it on these raps and let the people judge from there. So yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's a good thing, and that's good. You know, most people, it looked like you grew up in the middle class, because you said your mom was a school teacher and your pops a train operator.
Yeah.
That's they both pulling in good incomes.
Yeah.
So you know, you was one of the ones to be blessed to have parents that's able. Just you or your other siblings?
Yeah, between my only child, and then that's where it was like I said, I was always trying to do everything I seen. You know, I consider myself, like you said, I consider myself fortunate to have both parents in the household, because some of my friends didn't. You know, and it was things I would see and observe, and I'm like, you know what, let me take the time out to appreciate some of these things. I don't have to be running the streets trying to keep up with everyone else. And sure enough, everyone else I was trying to compete with and keep up with, they be hitting me up now like, yo, bro, I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? I'm doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? So it all worked out. It's working out.
So when did you really start taking it serious?
I started taking it seriously a couple years ago, 2018. Started taking it seriously. I put out, I like to call it my return effort, because I had put out a mixtape back in high school, graduated high school in 2011, so I put out a mixtape around 2011, 2012. But that was me recording in the bathroom, you know, it wasn't nothing professional work, you know what I'm saying? I put it on Dat Piff, the whole nine. Years passed, I start to experience life. I start to mature, I start to, you know, enter my adulthood, my young adulthood, you know, and that's where the inspiration started to grow. So now my pen starts becoming different.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, 2018, I dropped the tape For Better or Worse, and that was my comeback effort. And then I've been on the roll ever since.
So when I looked at you online, I see you like battle. I caught you in the battles. I see you with the witty metaphors.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what you're known for.
Yes.
Metaphor.
Yeah, definitely.
Who was it that really inspired you? Who was that rapper?
Like I said, I've always loved rap. I've always loved to rap. But the first artist I was able to identify with was 50. He was the first one when my eyes started to really open up and I started to really observe the world and pay attention to what's going on in current affairs and whatnot.
Okay.
He's the one I'm like, oh shit, like I'm too young to really understand LL from his prime when he first came out and whatnot, you know? So for me, I'm looking at 50, I'm like, oh, he from Queens too?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm familiar with the area he's talking about. Okay, I like the way he moving, or it's G, whatever 50 say, I'm with it, you know? But as far as my style, and which I still give this credit to 50, but not necessarily him, it was the introduction of Lloyd Banks for me. And I started hearing Banks rap. I'm like, oh, this is something serious, yeah. And then, you know, as time went on, I started to do my research. I'm a student in the game first and foremost. And I'll be 28 this year, but I'm not like the other 28-year-olds who want to sit here and tell you that this one little so-and-so and young this is better than Biggie. No, that's not me. You know, when I got older, I started to pay attention. I went back and did my homework. I started listening to Illmatic. I memorized word for word, Ready to Die. I started listening to a whole bunch of Tupac. My dad introduced me to Ice Cube. I memorized No Vaseline in the 9th grade. I started singing my summer vacation, you know what I'm saying, Death Certificate, those type of albums. I really went back to do my work, and I feel like that's what helped me right now to this day.
Yeah, that's a good look right there. So, where did the name Casino come from?
Casino came from the movie initially, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci film. I always loved that film, and I felt like I kind of identified with my man Sam in the movie, whereas I'm not so much in the streets, but I have my connections and I have one foot into where I'm good. I'm comfortable. I don't walk around my neighborhood wondering somebody gonna have try to do something to me. You feel me? I'm not so deep into the mix where I'm a target, but I'm comfortable. And then on the other hand, it's like I could walk in any office building with a suit on, talk private, whatnot, handle my business, get straight down to it. You feel me? My mom's a school teacher. I know how to articulate. I know how to enunciate my words, or whatever the case may be. I can hold my own in any office, any room. So that's where initially the name came from. Then I went through different variations of it, but the casino life came about just me trying to figure out something new. And my handle on social media was always the casino life. I had patterned that behind Fabulous. If you know Fabulous on Instagram, he's my Fabulous life. So I was like, that's a clever way of using his name with his social media. So that's what I did with the casino life. And then I just like,
there's a lot of people in casino.
Exactly. Exactly. Just keep it all one word. So I was Casino, then Casino Kid, and Kid Casino. I was like, man, that's the casino life. Because now it's bigger than myself. It's about the brand. That's why I say life is a gamble. It's bet on yourself. I want to push that message. Whenever you hear my name or see my name, you think of that right there. It's to inspire you to keep pushing forward. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, that's
So are
cool.
you? Go ahead.
So you spoke on the battle rap. You had any battles?
I never really battled per se, but I definitely entertained the thought of it. But I say this: when the time is right, I'm gonna jump in that ring and get busy. But I'm gonna really take that serious, because battle rap is not something I would take lightly. You really have to, you know what I'm saying, do your work, do your homework. You know, they more of a spoken word type of thing. I'm used to rapping on beat, or I'm used to rapping with a certain flow or melody in my head, something.
Yeah.
I have to, you know, transform it to a whole nother beast in order to step in there with the wolves. So,
And I think for artists that if you able to do that, I definitely think that's good, because it could promote, what you really want to do.
yeah.
Because most battle rap, that's like a promotion itself.
Mhm.
Right now, you promoting yourself. I don't know if you got a couple of your homeboys promoting themselves, but I mean, promoting you. But with the battle, you got the person you're going against, and then you got that league.
That lead.
So the league promoting you,
Mhm.
your opponent and you, and then that's a constant thing. So I always think that's like a hell of a promotion. You know what I mean? If you can do it.
I'm up for the task. I'm definitely up for the task, but
And you're getting paid right away.
yeah, of course.
It's not like you have to wait, like I had to do 12 battles to start getting paid.
I'm not, and I love homie, but I'm not gonna be LeBron avoiding that dunk contest forever. That's not gonna be me. Like I said, I'm gonna jump in there with the Wolves eventually.
So how have you been living through the COVID? You know what I'm saying? Venues closed down, not being able to do shows, for a long time.
COVID definitely messed up my momentum, because at the top of the year 2020, I had just dropped my follow-up tape to For Better or Worse, what I was telling you about before.
Yeah.
The tape called Why the Cage Bird Sings. I dropped that January of 2020. And, you know, of course, about 2 months later, that's when everything went downhill. But in my personal life, you know, I had just had gotten this promotion at work, so I was happy about that. I was doing my thing. I'm only less than a year into being the new father. My daughter was born a year previously, so now
Congratulations.
thank you.
Congrats.
So now I have her first birthday coming up that June. So I'm just sitting here sick, like I just lost my job, baby girl about to turn 1. These are the moments I wanted to make special, you know.
Without a
She
doubt.
born in 2020?
2019,
Oh, 19.
2019, yeah, but it was June of 2020 coming up
Oh, okay.
that her birthday was coming, and I'm just sitting there like scrambling, had no inspiration for nothing. But the one thing I began to do was basically turn lemons into lemonade. So I started by creating a live. I feel like a lot of people did this. They would go on live on Instagram. So I had this platform called Guys versus Girls, and I would just have a lot of my friends come on there. Eventually, it was some strangers that would join on there. It was just a whole bunch of different topics. And I just had the guys share their point of view, the girls share their point of view, and it became something funny. Everybody was tuning in every night to see it. Then after that, I was like, this is what I was telling you before, finding new ways to hustle. So that was the first one.
Yeah.
The next one, I was like, you know, I'm gonna start creating my own merchandise.
Yeah.
I can't get into the booths, but I can still push the music I already got out. And I still have music I was, you know, holding on to in the stash. So I created merchandise to promote my song lately that I plan on dropping a video for. That started to create a whole monster of its own, and it went from just a merch line to promote one song to an actual clothing line. Then from there, you know, it was like sky's the limit. I was trying to put my hand in everything, helping my girlfriend with her online boutique business. You know, couldn't tell me nothing. I was doing it all. So, like I said, the pandemic, it sucked. Can't sugarcoat that. You know, it messed a lot of us up, but you have to think outside the box. And if anything, it definitely taught me how to hustle smarter and hustle better.
So you and your girl still together?
Yeah.
So that's I always want to know this. Like this is like actually a good for the people listening.
Mm-hmm.
Since you grew up with two parents,
Mm-hmm.
how it is like your determination where you make it work? Because a lot of times when people have kids, things change. Like you could be with a person 5-6 years,
It
and
ain't
then you have a
been-
kid, it changed. But I guess maybe how did your parents step in and say, "Yo, it's important." You know, y'all be in this kid's life together.
Honestly, it ain't no easy road. You can't even give nobody the right advice. You know, you just gotta take things with a grain of salt, and if it's worth it, you'll know. I can't explain it for everyone. I can only say for myself. And like, to the point like you said, we were great. We used to have fun. We still have fun. We still have fun, but we didn't have any hard issues, like you said, until the child came involved. But then I took that to, you know, internalize it and interpret it and realize, you know, partially that's my hormones going crazy on her. And then me, I'm in a new position. I can't think the same way I was thinking 2-3 years before.
Maturation.
Yeah.
You know, mature.
Yeah.
That's
I gotta start thinking beyond myself and think about what she may be thinking or think about for the baby's sake. And then honestly speaking, bro, once my daughter was born, I was like, man,
Adulthood kicked in.
yeah, like even now, still to this day, it's still times now I just be looking like, yo, I ain't got time for none of the nonsense and the BS. Like I said, issues always gonna arise, so you're always gonna have drama and whatnot, but when you can find the things in life and the things that mean most important, you'll be straight.
Yeah.
I think like what Doc is saying, like he was asking a question like, who did you go to for advice? Did
Oh,
you
who
get
do-
advice from like your mom?
Oh
or
yeah.
dad?
Oh, I completely missed my fault. Definitely my parents. Yeah, definitely my parents. But like I said, as well with that is also the experience, because I always say for things that you've never experienced before, you're only gonna be as ready as you plan to be.
Without
You can never be 100% ready for anything. Because you don't know what's to be expected, and anything can happen. So I tend to just let things be within my control. If I can control it and make adjustments, then so be it. Otherwise than that, I tend to let life handle its way how it's gonna be. Man.
Yeah, that's good though. You know what I'm saying? And daughters, I don't have no daughters, but they said it's like a whole nother animal, like to bring like a
Yeah.
certain side out of guy.
Yeah, my daughter, she came out looking just like me too. So it was almost like, man, it's my twin right there. She's wild though. She would have thought I had a boy. She's wild, she's rough. But I love her. That's my little son right there.
Yeah, that's good.
So like back to the music, like, are you independent?
Yeah, 100% independent.
Are you looking to get on a major?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting on the major, but I feel as though I need to be able to hold the leverage in that business meeting. I'm not going in there with just nothing. I want to go in there with my own terms, or at least be able to negotiate my own terms. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be sure that I have creative control over what I'm doing. I wanted to make sure that it's not so much forcing me to go in this direction or making me look like this or patting me behind this artist. I'm my own person. And if you sit back and you let me express myself as an artist, you may see we could tap into multiple markets if you just let me get comfortable. Plain and simple.
So at this particular point, do you feel as though you're not completely ready to put your product in front of a major?
I feel like they're not ready
You feel like?
because it's always going to be what else you have, what more. So I'm in my head, I'm like, they're not ready to see what I can do now. Let me keep doing it on my own because I've already started making waves for myself. For example, this past February, NBA 2K21.
Yeah, see, you got
My music
put
is on
to that.
exactly.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
congratulations on
thank
that.
you.
That was a real
Thank
big
you.
move.
Congrats.
So anybody out there, if you have NBA 2K21 for the next gen console, look up the Casino Life Game On. It's on there now. As well as on a soundtrack on Spotify, NBA 2K21.
How that process work?
Yeah, you said you had to wait a while.
Yeah, I submitted that record about 2 years ago. Thank you to United Masters. Shout out to Steve Style, Queens native. Yeah, 2 years ago when I first seen Steve Style announce that he was introducing this new company and this new opportunity for unsigned artists, I jumped on it right away. I remember I was sitting up 3 a.m., daughter just went to sleep, my shorty, she in the bed asleep. I was sitting on the foot of the bed on YouTube looking for beats and writing, coming up with something. I made that record specifically for the game with the intentions of, it wasn't like something I had already. Sent it in. It didn't get picked up initially for the last game, which was 2K20, but someone, the people over at United Masters, they kept being in contact with me through email. And they will update me like, yo, we're still pushing this record. Let us know if you still want to do this. Here, take care of this, take care of that. Is this straight in, this taken care of on your end? And once all of that was taken care of, last year on my birthday, I got the email. It was like, look, this is live.
Wow.
This is what's going to happen. But even then, like I said, it was still a waiting game because I didn't know when. And I'm not going to be the type to sit there hounding them down. I'm they over here, they went through, submissions from over 10,000 people from across the world. I'm just happy to be selected. So I'm going to wait my turn to be patient. And then this past February, to my surprise, they dropped it. And I found out a week later. Because I don't even have the game yet. But my homeboys, they was on Instagram, they was posting it like, oh, we heard you on there. And I went and looked it up online. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Do you get paid for it?
That's everyone's favorite question. Listen, man, when you're in the business meetings, you keep your mouth hush. Keep it like that.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, like, with the package that you would have for a major, whatever major that may be, because I'm quite sure you have some majors in mind that you would like to pitch your work to.
Yeah.
What is it that would be in that package that you would actually push forward?
As far as myself,
As far as your rhyme skills, whatever videography that you've already done.
first and foremost, I want them to understand beyond just the rhymes itself. Like that's my essence. That's the core. You know, that's where it starts. That's the nucleus, the punchlines. I'm a rapper's rapper. But beyond that, I want them to understand I'm an artist. So like I said before, if I'm comfortable we could tap into multiple markets. You know, I can, like, for example, Game On, that's something you can market to children. You feel me? Ain't there's no profanity in there, nothing. If that was impressive, I'll create the next jingle for McDonald's, something. I like to think outside the box. So my brain is my biggest asset. So when I'm packaging myself for the labels, I want them to see that, because it doesn't even have to stop at me just being an artist, pushing myself. I don't mind writing for other people. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind being in-house and working like that. I have a vision as far as visuals. I used to do camera work as well. I could come with anything you need. If I don't have it, I'm gonna learn it. You feel me? It's nothing gonna stop me from getting to that bag. I got a family to feed.
Do you have a team?
Yeah, definitely. I have a team. I have my closest supporters and my closest friends. Shout out to my man Vito on the cut right there. My man Dre. Shout out to my man Stacks, my man Dutch. My parents, I'll be remiss if I didn't mention them. My mother tell me all the time, spit that hard shit, you know what I'm saying?
You got a young mom.
Yeah. Her and my dad both. They were like, we don't want to hear none of that lovey-dovey talk. We want to hear that, you know, talk that shit, man. All my family. Shout out to all my peoples, Tune, Hollywood, Deuce. I'm not even gonna sit here trying to think of everybody, but you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. I got to.
So let me hear something.
I don't owe you niggas a damn thing. The cops couldn't fool my grand scheme, manipulating the pigs. The only way I pull hamstrings, similar to Geppetto. We was raised in the ghetto. Niggas out here catching face like they was sponsored by Bevel. Sipping Henny out of chalice, upgrading my liver status. Taking on any challenge to the point my hand callous. Even when I took a loss, I knew I was still valid. Shit, we had to feel defeat just to reach a new balance. Niggas tried to front on me, I told them pardon my back. To keep it a stack, I always felt I was the nicest in rap. Matter of fact, spit so much crack that they thought I brought Winnie back. If we ran out of work, we was selling them dummy packs. That's it.
Okay.
So what about performance? You ever do any shows?
Of course, I love performing. I'm one of those artists. I like to get animated. You know, I spend time, my childhood, running back and forth across my mother's living room, jumping from one couch to the next one, thinking I was on top of a speaker on the stage somewhere for the Scream tour. You know, with all of them. So when I get on that stage, you know, I completely turn into another person. I turn into the casino life. You know, that's the casino life. When everything comes full circle, and I'm on that stage. I don't see nobody in that crowd. I don't even remember you. You could be throwing your middle finger up or whatever. I'm not thinking about it until after I get off. Yeah, for real. I love the energy. I love performing. I want to get back to that, because that's where I thrive.
Opening up, so.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a couple opportunities to perform small venues since COVID started, but that stage, like, for example, speaking back to setbacks, I was actually supposed to be doing this Sirius XM radio showcase powered by DJ Absolute. And then COVID hit right in the middle of it, and that was going to be my biggest venue. I think it's supposed to be 500 people at that one. So that was the one I was really looking forward to. So absolutely.
COVID, boy, that should put over a lot of people.
Do you have that special someone that you would like to record with, whether it be an R&B singer, a rapper, somebody that you always dreamed about recording with? Or writing for?
I can't really say.
How about 50?
I mean, 50 ain't seeing me right now.
Nah, that ain't what I asked. I asked you,
Nah.
who you would like to record with. Who would be that special person? Who would be that person that you really believe that it would bring the best out of you?
I want to go with 50, because I'm going to go with an artist that I feel like is snapping right now.
Okay.
The artists that go off relentlessly. And they don't even have to be the best punchline, lyricist, whatever you want to call it. But their consistency and their effort, their quality is always their all. So I would, for the artist right now, Lil Baby's definitely at the top of that list.
Oh, without a doubt.
Lil Baby's always at the top of the list, yeah.
So who's the top 5 MCs right now?
In the game right now,
In the game, yeah.
Lil Baby, Damn, I've always thought of all the time. I never really took the time out to think of now. See, baby.
Top 3 then.
I'll put an asterisk next to his name just for the history and whatnot. We ain't gonna have to go into it. We ain't gotta go into it. But Drake, I feel like if he is writing what he's was putting out right now, that boy's a problem. Because he's saying some shit. He was supposed to, yeah.
He's
saying,
never
I
gonna
know.
wrong him.
So baby Drake, the third one, damn. Can't even think of nobody right now. I'm trying to think of who I listen to on a consistent basis. Damn, who should I put?
That's what I asked.
Meek?
He said
Yeah,
Meek.
Meek
yeah,
Mill.
yeah. You could throw Meek in there. Yeah, you could throw Meek in there. I do that as it is now. I'm always on the records with myself. Yeah.
So are you in the studio now?
I just left the studio 2 nights ago.
Uh-huh.
I actually want to play y'all something when we done. If we can.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
I got some
love
records I
hearing music.
definitely want to play for you. I'm glad I recorded it in time too.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm still in the studio right now. I'm taking this time out. Like I said, my last full project was dropped last January. Last single I released was called Still I Rise. Put out last August or September, I believe. So during this time period, I just been sitting back, you know, handling my business at home, being a family man, being a dad, but then also working on my craft because I'm all about my quality, you know. And when I come back out this fall with my next tape, I really want to shake some rooms and startle some people. And
I mean, that's what we're looking forward to.
Yeah.
You know, use that little girl as inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
nonstop.
Use your life story, where you from. You know,
Mhm.
never be afraid or ashamed of where you're from. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's time. Bring Queens
Definitely,
back.
definitely.
Let it be known like where you're from. You know, speak this thing into existence.
I feel like right now it's the perfect time because I see a lot of people wanting it to get back to, you know, the lyricism, a lot of more appreciation for the lyricism. You know, we just came out of this mumble rap era. And now those mumble rappers, you see them really trying to rap now.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when I started finding myself, I was sitting there through the snap music era. Atlanta had no lock. Then the West Coast come with the jerkin and the skinny jeans, and that's my age group. You know what I'm saying? Before it was different for y'all coming up.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm sitting there like, man, I wish I was born like 20 years earlier. Like I would have really did my thing.
Yeah.
So it kind of
Yeah, it
discouraged me to a certain extent. But then I'm like, man, this nigga's still not seeing me, so I'm gonna keep pushing.
A lot of people say that.
But
Yeah.
the peoples that need to see you. If you see that certain peoples, man, they stay true to the game. The Jadakiss, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? The
I had to
they
learn
stayed
that.
through and they was able to navigate even when it was a slow period. They back.
I had to learn that because it really, and I blame that, like I said, basically on my own self-confidence. That's why I keep telling other people, bet on yourself. You feel me? Don't sit here and be timid and wait for somebody to give you a handout. You got Jay-Z said, I'd rather die enormous than live dormant. That's how we on it. That's how I'm on it forever. And it's up and it's stuck. It's gonna stay like that. You feel me?
That's the type of stuff we like to hear, man.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you want to share?
Right now, like I said, man, if you got 2K21 for the next gen console, yo, go stream my record Game On.
Go stream it.
Spotify's on the NBA 2K21 soundtrack. More music, visuals coming soon, very soon. I'm hoping early to mid July. We're gonna start dropping some more singles this summer. It's time to get the party started. And then
that party.
before you know it, winter's gonna be here. And you know what happens when the Winter King arrives.
Let them know all of your links where they can get in
Social
touch with
media.
you.
Yeah, got you. The casino life all throughout Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Apple, Tidal, Spotify, you name it, SoundCloud. The Casino Life, TheCasinolife.
You
Look
got
it
a
up.
little podcast show you on?
Oh, we on the beat 139. You feel me?
B139, y'all.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you coming through, big dogs, man.
I
139.
appreciate y'all.
This is
Thank you for having me.
much needed, man. Much respect to you, big dog.
Thank you.
Got it?
I was about to say 103.9. It's still alive? Yeah, it's still alive.
Let's see.